Steven doesn't think I've had it rough. That's what.
Because you have an HOA.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Yeah.
Tell me you're doing all right without telling me you're doing all right.
I don't like HOAs either. I'm just saying that they serve a specific function for a purpose.
Yeah, it's not a good function.
No, I do agree with that.
Speaking of buying new houses,
True.
that's kind of a major. I mean, is it a major plot? It's part of his.
It's a major plot point, I'd say.
Yeah, sure.
Not that he's buying a house.
No,
it's that
but he's selling
them. Yeah. Well, he's not selling that. He's helping people sell them.
Yeah, I don't think we actually ever see him make a sale in the whole movie.
No, but apparently he's good at it.
Apparently he's good at it.
Love hurts.
Love does hurt really bad. It makes you feel really bad inside. And it makes you want to put on dark clothes at night.
This is the new action movie with Kwan in it.
Did you like that? Did you like that callback? No.
It was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
You see, you weren't expecting it. That's why it's good. Because guess what? Somebody's gonna come from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. They're gonna watch this and be like, "Oh, hey, that from the other one, The Thing." He made a reference. Exactly. This is why I do this. Speaking of Asians doing kung fu fighting, we did.
Jeez, Jarvis.
Because, dude, we have a theme going here.
Yeah, last episode we had Michelle Yeoh in the movie. This episode,
and they were also Asians who were fighting.
Yeah, yes, Jarvis.
And we have another movie where an Asian fights.
And that Asian is.
Oh, Asian is Ke Huy Quan. Is that what you asked? And that Asian is? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey guys, welcome to Full Time Movie Fans. We bringing you hopefully some top notch quality entertainment.
I
hope
just
you guys have
down
fun.
4 egg rolls.
Yeah, dude, it's like we're on an Asian kick right now. I've been Asian my whole life.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to Panda Express right now.
Steven plugged in the microphone this time.
Yeah, Steven's with us.
Now, so now you get to hear my hellish voice.
Yeah, so we've got Steven.
See this movie.
Yeah, we've got Steven in the back doing
I don't think
important
Steven knows
things.
anything about this movie.
No.
Yeah, no. This one's gonna be mostly muted. Me just opping because I have no idea what this movie is.
You'll chime
He's back
in.
there opping that Heimer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Classic Steven. You know they say he always be opping.
Yeah. Steven's be opping.
Yeah. So Steven's here with us, and then this is my co-host.
I shoved
Michael.
4 egg rolls down my mouth.
Michael, yeah, aka Chow Young Fat. And then
Awful.
and I'm Jarvis.
Awful joke. We both saw this in the movie theaters.
Yeah, we
But
did.
you saw it because we saw it, and I saw it because my wife said I liked him in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to see it, but I forgot the name of it. Because even when you said, "Oh, Love Hurts," you should, go watch it and whatever, and we could do it on the thing. And I was like, okay. When I looked up, I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to watch this because of Ke Huy Quan, who won Best Supporting Actor for Everything Everywhere All at Once, which had Michelle Yeoh in it, who was also in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
And now you're caught up.
You're all caught up. Now you're up to speed on the movies that we
and Ariana DeBose, who plays the love interest, was in an Academy Award winning writers stage production.
Yes, there we go.
Of Hamilton.
That was she. She did that. That was her.
She did not personally win an award.
Didn't she? Is she the one that announced Ke Huy Quan as the Best Supporting Actor?
Possibly at the BAFTAs, but not at.
Oh, okay.
Not at.
Who's the girl that presented the award for Ke Huy Quan at the? No. Okay.
I have no idea.
All right, put it in the comments. Someone let us know
But
who
people
that girl
who
was.
understand Ariana DeBose and the BAFTA awards. I'm sorry, I watched it too.
Is that the one?
Yes.
With
It was last year's.
what's the actress's name? She was Gamora in.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I recently.
And it was really bad.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, I recently came into the knowledge of that movie's existence, and I was shown the scene where she's talking with a doctor about transition surgery.
Oh, you're talking about. You're talking
Yeah,
about.
that new one.
Is that not the same thing?
No, it's not the same thing.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Is she? Hold on. No, it's not the thing.
Anyways,
Yeah, now I'm lost. Never mind. Sorry.
we're all lost. We're just trying to find our way
Okay,
in this
so
crazy world.
yeah, what were your first impressions of this movie?
Yeah,
Travis?
first impressions. I mean, it's all right. It didn't blow me away. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt a little. It was really hard to connect with any of the characters. It felt like. Well, I told you it reminded me of like Bullet Train, but you haven't seen Bullet Train. It's just like a ensemble cast of people that can fight good, but you don't really connect to any of them really.
Yeah.
Except for the main character. But even the love interest situation doesn't make much sense in my opinion.
I'll be honest, the Raven was the only character that I was like, yeah, that's a character.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like,
The Raven. Quote him right now. Quote the Raven.
nevermore.
Okay. Yes, very good.
Quoth the Raven.
Oh yeah. Sure. Okay. How very
Was that at the end of your...
how very HOA of you.
Was that the end of... Wow. Right in my feelings. That's where you put your spear.
Oh yeah. Love hurts, doesn't it?
Is it more of a sword? Because we've established you're not a spear fan.
No,
No,
Steven,
yeah.
we've established that you're a spear fan.
No, they're cool. I'm a sword fan still, but spears are.
Do you like all spears?
Brittany?
Like Brittany, Jamie?
Yep,
No,
I knew it was coming.
No, that's.
We both think the same thing.
Okay,
We
I'll
still
see
got
y'all
it.
later.
We still got it, Michael.
We?
Yeah. We.
So,
Oui.
So I when I don't know anything
French.
about a movie and my wife goes, let's go watch this, I don't look into it just for the sake of going into it blind. And the first opening scene tells you everything you need to know about the movie.
I don't remember the opening scene. What was
The
it?
opening scene was Rose hopping off of a train and drawing a mustache on Keyquan's bench poster.
Yeah, wasn't it like a Hitler stash?
No, that was on that was
For
later.
the sale sign.
Yeah, and he was monologuing something serious about love hurting. And I went, oh no, this is...
Gonna hurt.
Yeah. It was just too silly. And it was like, she's a heartbreaker, and I'll never understand, or something like that. I don't even remember. And the movie's so goofy, but wants to be goofy, but wants to be serious, but wants to not be serious. And it's so wishy-washy about it.
Yeah, it does seem like a movie that doesn't really commit to any
I
one
saw
thing.
that wipe.
You know what I mean? It doesn't commit to any one thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell what it's trying to be.
Yeah, they try to do the it's a goofy kung fu movie, but they also have an anime character in it.
And also the love is very serious.
Yeah, and the love is very serious.
And multiple people, everybody falls in love at the end of the movie.
And it's
Except for the audience.
yeah, true.
Except for the audience to the movie.
Sybil said it's the worst version of Scott Pilgrim.
Interesting. Interesting take.
Yeah, which I could see where she's coming from
Sure.
with that.
For sure.
So that was my first.
Yeah,
impression.
some of those.
I was also doing that in the movie.
Thanks,
too,
brother. Yeah, sorry. It's getting late. Getting past my bedtime.
Love
but
hurts, doesn't it?
It does. Woo. Yeah.
Like that was a
Right in the
callback.
gut. Yeah, it was very good. Very good. Very nice. But yeah, some of the characters felt like comic book characters,
Right.
but not great.
It also
ones.
felt like half of the ensemble got the script the same day they were shooting.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Marshawn Lynch is in it.
Yes.
Former football player.
Yeah. Marshawn Lynch is in it.
And then also,
And so is one of the Property Brothers.
nice.
I know you probably don't know
I don't
who
know
that is.
who the hell that is.
But-
Which one of the three?
Oh man.
You're so bad for that.
No, I'll find it. Jeff Zachs.
I didn't even know their last name was Sachs.
This one.
They all
Show the.
Oh, this one.
you're gonna show me it again.
Oh.
They all look the same.
It's this one.
Nice. Steven, such a jokester. You little prankster.
Oh, sorry. His name in the movie is Jeff Zachs. His name's Drew Scott.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't
Same-
tell because
same
both
difference.
of the names were
Same difference.
basically the same thing.
Wait, what was his name in the movie?
Jeff Zachs,
And what's his real name?
Drew Scott.
So
That's
both,
what I'm saying.
so he's got two first names
Well,
for
Yes.
both his character and in him in real life.
my brain was saying, oh, both of his initials in real life and in the movie are JS. And then I went, oh, Drew. That's
Jack Sparrow.
Yes, Jack Sparrow. Very good.
Yeah. So it was just all right for me. It didn't.
Sean Astin was in it too. You know, Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah, I remember him. He was sweet. He's still sweet.
Yeah.
He played he played a very sweet man.
They got a bunch of people in this movie, and I'll get into that later.
Just like him carrying Frodo, who was carrying the ring, he also carried the emotional brunt
he?
of this movie. Yeah, he was very sweet. I mean, it's hard to lose him.
That's true.
We loved him, and it hurt very badly when we lost him.
Sometimes I just like to watch Jarvis convince himself his jokes are funny.
Come on.
Hey, so far, I've never heard of this movie or anything. What you're describing kind of sounds like, I think back in 2011, there was a movie that had a bunch of stars in it. I think Taylor Swift was in it. Taylor Lautner was in it.
Oh,
There was a bunch
it was it was one of those Valentine
Yeah, yeah,
movies.
yeah. In fact, was it called Valentine's Day?
It probably was that one.
Or
That's
Valentine.
That's what this sounds like.
Generic Valentine's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dropping your phone too. What's happening here? We got
I'll,
the
I'll
slippy
look that
fingers.
one up for you.
Whoa.
All right, you we never do the recommendation thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I want Ki Kwan to be in more movies, so go
Man,
watch it.
I love Ki Hee Kwan so much. He's like the sweetest man in the world. Like if you would have put like the most pure, like I just want them to have work forever and ever
Yeah,
because they're just incredible people like him, Keanu Reeves.
but you also have to admit, watching him in this movie compared to everybody else acting,
yeah,
he's a great actor.
dude. He truly is great.
Oh, actually, like fantastic actor.
Yeah, it's just like, well, I guess you haven't seen this one, but it's like, if you watch Gladiator 2, you would realize Denzel was like
I like
carrying
I
the
saw
whole
Gladiator too.
You did?
I didn't see Gladiator.
Yeah, you didn't see Gladiator 2. But it's like watching, it's like in that movie, Denzel's like, this guy is like really, he's a fantastic actor. You can tell he's different when you're watching him play the character.
Yeah.
It's the same with this one with Ki Hee Kwan. I agree with that
Great.
completely.
Let me get into this plot for you. It's so convoluted, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's so complicated. There's so many moving parts. So, Ki Hee Kwan, also known as Marvin Gable in this movie, is a real estate agent, a really good one, who wants this home for you. That's his catchphrase as a real estate agent, because all good real estate agents have a catchphrase. Yeah.
Catchphrase.
And he's
Remember that? Did you watch that movie?
catchphrase.
Fall Guy? Or not Fall Guy. What's the one? Where with Ryan Reynolds. He's the
Nice Guys?
NPC.
No, I didn't see that one.
He's the
I know what you're
NPC
talking about,
character. Yeah,
This Fall Guy.
No, Fall Guy is that's with that's the stunt double movie with. Oh man, why am I blanking on her name? John Krasinski's wife, Emily Blunt, and Ryan Gosling. That's Fall Guy.
I'm thinking of the right one. I was thinking of the wrong Ryan.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds. It's a different. He's an NPC character in the game,
Got it.
and then there's a clone of him who's
Hardcore
buff.
Henry. It's not Hardcore Henry.
No, he's super he's super buff, and he literally they didn't finish his programming, so there's a part where he just says catchphrase.
Nice. I like this.
That's so stupid. I'm angry that I'm laughing at it.
So yeah, he's a really good real estate agent. He's really earnest and wants. He likes his life. He likes his life, and he's trying really hard at it.
He really does.
And his ex-girlfriend comes into town, who apparently is supposed to be dead, but isn't. Her name's Rose,
Yeah.
and she keeps on leaving cryptic little love letters.
What's
for,
his
for everybody.
What's his assistant's name? Because
Ashley.
she's a quirky, kooky character.
Yeah, Ashley is a very Gen Z kind of worker. Kind of doesn't want the job, but like does a good job at it, and is very open about how much she doesn't like her job.
She's very speaks her mind
Yeah,
to whoever. It doesn't matter if they're a customer or not.
yeah. At some point in the movie,
She's very blasé about everything.
yes. At some point in the movie, Marvin calls her and she goes, "Marvin, I quit." And he said, "Again? Okay. Can you get this paperwork to me first?" And
she was like, "Yeah."
that's kind of her attitude. Yeah. She's like, "Yeah, I'll get it. Whatever." And so the inciting incident for the movie is that Marvin goes into his office before joining the office Valentine's Day party, which he made heart-shaped cookies for. And there's this guy in there who is wearing a patched trench coat and has a leather-bound journal and a quill in his hand, and he calls himself the Raven.
Isn't he wearing sunglasses
I think so.
inside?
Yeah. And he starts reciting his own poetry to Marvin. And Marvin goes, "The Raven." And then they have a big fight scene where the Raven has like badass like feather
You know what?
knives.
Can I say something
and
real
shit.
quick, please? Oh, thank you so much. No. You know what? I want to make a note about the fight scenes in this movie.
Yeah, they're good.
They're
They're
very
good fight scenes.
and they're very violent. Like you feel the intensity of the blows
Yeah.
and like the damage that's being done. Like it
I
feels
did skip
very.
over a thing too.
Go ahead.
It was he walked into his office, and the Raven knocked him out, and then he
yeah.
woke up with a knife in his hand stuck to the desk, and that's when the Raven was reciting.
Yeah, very violent.
Poetry.
Yeah, he takes a massive beating this whole movie.
The Raven is an anime character
Yeah.
for sure. And the only
He's-
character in this that I feel like actually had like some personality to him.
You know what's crazy? So I know you quoted Naruto earlier. He's like Killer B.
He is like Killer Bee.
He's a crazy good
he
fighter.
Really is like Killer
And he's
Bee.
always writing down. Well,
Yeah.
Killer Bee's writing down raps, but he's writing poems and almost.
and they're
same
not
thing.
good.
No, like
Killer Bee.
Killer Bee would stop in the middle of a fight to write a
Yeah.
clown.
Or really
While he clowned on Sasuke, but
Yeah.
which was my favorite thing in the world because I hate him. But I don't hate Ki Kwan's character.
Yeah, and so they have a big fight. Ki Kwan, Marvin, wins, knocks him out, but gently slides a pillow
I
under
was
his
gonna
head
say.
before he knocks his head on the ground.
I'm glad that because I was gonna say that. Like,
and
I
then
love
wraps up
He's
his
about
hand
to,
and runs out.
he's literally about to like smash his head on the ground and possibly
Yeah.
die.
Yeah,
and he
and
kicks the
kicks a pillow
pillow
under his head.
underneath. Yeah, yep.
And Marvin starts to run out because now his weird jaded past is coming to get him. and we understand that he knows something about
Jaded past
this word.
because he's Asian. It has to be Jade.
So he gets people are like, "Hey, we're getting love letters from your dead girlfriend. What's that about?" And he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about." And so he has to go run now because he's obviously going to be chased or something. And his boss, who's
very sweet.
man, who's the actor? It was Sean Astin. His name's Cliff Cusack in the movie. He wears a cowboy hat.
Very southern.
Very southern. He goes, "Hey, Marvin, I got something for you." And it's a Realtor of the Year award.
Which he loves so much.
He loved it so much that it hurts him.
I was going to say. It's hard to let go.
You know what I'm saying?
This movie sounds so bad.
The fight scenes are good.
And so Marvin goes, "Hey, Cliff, I really appreciate this. Can I borrow your car?"
Yeah.
And Cliff goes, "Yeah, anytime. You're family. You're like family to me. Family can use my car." And so he goes, "Thank you, Cliff," and gets in his car and drives off to
His
one
house?
of the his house. Yes, it was his house. And inside of his house, you've got Marshawn Lynch and the other guy, who are basically like the two
Hitmen, they're just
dummies.
hitmen, I think.
Yeah, the two dummy hitmen that are like, one of them's like, "I'm gonna get my wife back. Do you think if I got her the right heart candy with the right phrase on it that would work?"
Yeah, that was supposed to be his. He was supposed to be
Yeah.
a funny
And
thing. but-
Marshawn Lynch was like, "No, you should apologize to your wife. You should probably do that." And so they blindside Marvin in his home.
Is that a football reference?
The
Because
blindside?
Because Marshawn Lynch is a football
Because
player.
of the blindside, yes.
Nice.
Thank you for finding all the subtle references
Nice.
that I'm very clearly putting in here.
Yeah, that was on purpose. I knew
Yeah.
it was.
Everything's intentional until it's not.
Yeah.
Like this movie, everything was intentional.
Yeah. None
like
of it
that
was
one.
an accident. Yeah.
And so they beat up Keyquan and they go, "Where's your girlfriend?" And he goes, "I really don't know." And they go, "We don't believe you." And he goes, "No, I really don't know where she is." And they go, "Mm-hmm." And so they try to beat him up, and then he beats
They
them
actually
up.
do. No,
Yeah,
they do beat him
up. They
Dude, he
threw
gets
a
slammed
fridge on
around.
him.
Oh my gosh, dude. You watch that and you're like, there's no way that it's Quentin Tarantino-esque in the amount of damage that's being done.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, there's no way this guy should
did-
still be alive.
The first two fight scenes of the movie, I was like, "Oh, they did watch Everything Everywhere All at Once," because that's how goofy the fighting was.
Yeah, it's
like detailed.
It's goofy, and the part that I'm thinking of that's Quentin Tarantino-esque is like Django, when he says, "Hey, say goodbye to what's her name,"
yeah,
and she's like,
"Bye."
and he shoots her, and then she just gets pulled back into another room.
That's such a good
Scene.
on-screen death.
Right,
Get
but
this camera
it feels-
off me! I'm putting chapstick on my lip.
But it feels that way. It feels that way with the amount of damage that they're doing to each other in the
You
fights.
happy? You happy over there? You proud of yourself?
Can you actually do it again? A little slower.
We need another take on
No.
that one.
Here.
I'll do it for the
page.
I'll do it for the Patreon. I'll do it for the Patreon.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
the end of the show.
Become a member. Actually, hit us with some likes.
So he downs the goons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does.
And what? That's a good phrase for this. Oh no, he sneezed. He's allergic to the joke. And
He's only allergic to the good ones, right?
Yeah, he's only allergic to the good ones. He hops a couple of fences and then lo and
like
behold-
a boss.
yeah, it was really quick.
I mean, he's taking a lot of damage and he's still got so much energy.
And has his award that he just got too.
Yeah.
He's carrying that with him.
And his bloody hand, and because it was stabbed earlier.
And who's there on the side of the road as soon as he gets there? But his ex-girlfriend, who's not dead.
Yeah, the one that everybody's looking for, and he was like, I honestly don't know. Well, now he knows.
Yeah.
Now he can't say I don't know who she is or where she's
Right.
at.
And so he passes out. She shoves him in the car and drives off. And the goons see them leave. And so they're like, "Hey, boss." They're together. And they drove away. And their boss goes, "Well, Find me the Spider-Man.
I don't like how you both looked at me when you said that. I don't know what that was supposed to be indicative of.
Oh,
I'll
what?
let you think about it. Whoa.
Sorry, I'm over here having.
I'll tell you what it's indicative of.
His tongue was undulating again.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to do my exercises. Let me do them. Hey, sorry to stop this for a second.
Hey, man. Love
I don't
hurts,
know
huh?
what this thing's doing, but it looks like a snake shedding its skin on this timer. You can't see it over here, but if you saw it right here, it looks... I don't know what's happening.
Whoa. That's actually crazy looking.
Sorry.
It's kind of crazy.
Sorry for the break.
It's distracting him.
Action.
Yeah.
So
now he's met up with Rose.
Oh, yeah. But we also get like a small little bit with the actual story happening in the background,
Right.
where this guy's like, you gotta get them, and I want them dead. And then he talks to his boss, and he goes, you have to get them. I want them alive. And he goes, yes, boss, we'll get them alive. Bring them back dead.
Yeah, because she has all the information that
She'll out us. She'll out us immediately.
We're going to be in so much trouble. And of course, the head kingpin is Marv's.
brother. Yeah,
Marvin's brother.
Who seems like a pretty chill guy, to be honest.
You'd hang with him?
Yeah, probably.
I don't like him.
I wouldn't hang with anybody else in that group.
He seems like the kind of guy that everything that he says is a backhanded compliment to you. Like there's always going to be an underlying layer of like
He's a Yu-Gi-Oh
animosity towards you. Like
plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, he'll say something nice, but it'll be like in a negative way.
Yeah.
Like one time,
They go, you did something different with your hair, and that's good. Good to try new things.
Yeah, most people wouldn't wear it like that, but
Yeah,
you can pull it off.
Yeah, it's you look good in everything. Or
No,
anything.
no. What I was gonna say is, I had a youth pastor. His wife was very like that. She didn't. I don't think she liked being a youth pastor's wife.
Yeah.
But I remember she came over to the house and I had made the rice, and she was just like, "Oh, this rice is really dry. I like it like that." Most people, most people don't make it like that. It's usually like really like, a lot more moist and wet. But I like it like this. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. You're welcome." Yeah. I made the rice. That was me. So
wow, you really tried with this boxed macaroni, but yeah, like I sometimes don't try to follow the instructions either, and it ends up a little different. I usually like it with the instructions, but good to try new things.
Yeah, that's how he seems like that kind of guy to me.
Yeah.
Do you get those vibes? You get those vibes?
I got
yeah.
those vibes.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like, wow, so cute.
Spot
You're
on.
trying.
Yeah.
You should keep trying.
Yeah.
It's cute to watch you struggle.
So that's his brother.
Yeah, and
He's
so
the head honcho.
It's so. I mean, it's just so complex what's happening with that story. I mean, we'll just have to get to it at some point.
Yeah, so I'll just do it. we'll do it now. So apparently, the accountant and these two goons and the right-hand man were involved in stealing money
the
from...
goons weren't there yet. The two goons weren't there. They got hired after Marv left.
Okay. So then it was him and the accountant decided to steal money, and they got Rose in on it.
Yeah.
They said they were going to split it with her. They did not. They just framed her to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Because
they stole $3 million, said that they were going to split it 3 ways, only put $1 million in the back of her car, and then had her get caught on purpose.
Because they didn't
so that
like
they
her?
could get away with the $2 million. No, they just wanted to get away with the $2 million.
Oh, so yeah. So okay. So yeah, they made it look like she was the one stealing so that she could be in trouble.
Because very important, what's the rule, Jarvis? Anyone who steals from him dies.
Yes. That's the one rule.
That's the one rule that we learn 80% of the way through the movie, and then they say every other line.
Yeah, it's very important. Very important. So, yeah.
You picked up on that too, right?
Yeah, I did.
You're like, when was this a rule? When have they just started saying it to make it a rule?
Yeah. I think they had it spelled on alphabets on the phrase. They were trying to subliminally tell us about Marv's house.
Very subliminal.
Yeah.
Anyone who steals from him dies.
Yep. So Marv apparently loved her, but he wasn't confident enough to tell her, so he volunteered to be the one to take her out.
Yeah.
He wanted to really take her out, like on a date, but
Yeah. Like on a date.
but instead he took her to the part in the desert where he was going to bury her and just let her live, and drove
In the
off.
quarry.
Yep, and then just drove off
And
because
said,
because
they
he
want
loved
me
her.
to kill you, but I'm going to let you go, and you can't ever come back.
Yeah, and boy did she come back.
And the reason she can't... Actually, I'll just get through this next part because it's stupid. Love's stupid, actually.
Tell us how you really feel about it. Don't hold back.
God, yeah. So Marv wakes up. He's wearing a little sweater with hearts all over it. And,
Very cute.
And
Very
he's
cute.
in a strip club. They made that very apparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you know that like one part of whichever Star Wars movie it was where they were on like a alien strip club.
Yeah.
It's like that's how it kind of felt. Where you're like, why? Yeah, I get it. I get where we are. Why are you?
A lot of movies just throw that in
Why are you
there.
doing this? You know what I'm saying? You ever just watching a movie and you're like, I get it, we're at a strip club.
I failed
Thanks.
to remember this part of Star Wars. What are you talking about?
I think he was
I think
thinking
it's
about
the
one of the
Jabba
TV
Hutt
shows.
thing. I think it's the Jabba the Hutt thing.
That's not.
And you're like, yeah, I get it. He's a scumbag.
I don't think. I don't think that's what's happening. But
Anyways,
So yeah,
quite the contrarian tonight, are you, Steven?
well,
You didn't even see the movie.
This is the
What's this about?
I'm sorry. I should also say I've also never been in a strip club, so I have no knowledge.
Yeah.
Of
I haven't
Same.
either.
No, I've never.
Damn, we're just a bunch of losers.
We all we know about strip clubs is what we've seen in movies.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true. I play Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
And I remember being 12, getting Grand Theft Auto on my PSP, and I went, I'm going into the strip club. I gotta go look in there.
You know what? I've never played any of the Grand Theft Auto games, and now I have to.
They're also in the South Park games, but that one's... Don't do that. That one's weird. You're going to see, like, Stan's dad in there or something. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. So they're at a strip club.
/ bar, yeah, and she's bartending.
And Rose is bartending, and he walks up and he goes, you can't be here. You have to get out. And she goes, don't worry.
Well,
it's out of your brother's territory.
Well,
he can't get us here.
Before that, there's that whole like he's monologuing to himself, thinking about how beautiful she is, and
Oh, yeah.
I could never tell her. I'd never.
And she is a beautiful woman. Her character is an actual psychopath.
Yeah.
Like actual legitimate, like there's not a redeeming quality. Like the
She is
How
very
I Met Your
pretty.
Mother
She's
crazy
very
hot
pretty.
scale. She's like a
She's
13.
high on the hot and crazy side.
She's
yeah.
like a 13 on the crazy and like an 8 on the hot. You know, it doesn't even out. So that's a problem.
Yeah, there's definitely some imbalance there
Yeah.
with her. She's very.
And he's like, why did you come back? I gave you your whole life and you're
I feel like
messing it
any
up.
healthy person would see the major red flag that she is.
yeah, major red flag. It's not even like subtle. It's like massive.
It's like the core of her being.
Yeah.
She's just one giant red flag.
Yes. Yeah. She's like the oops, I might have killed your dad. Aren't I quirky? That's how psychopath it is.
But he said that one mean thing too that one time, and I didn't like it. So I
Yeah.
was just taking care of you.
Yeah, I was just making sure. I was
Babe.
making sure that no one would ever be able to do that to you ever again. So that's
So, anyways,
yeah.
hey.
So you don't like her? No,
I guess you.
I don't think you can like her going in there.
Yeah, you can't choose who you love. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but
And her whole thing is running ain't living. She says that a few times.
that was her catchphrase in the movie.
Because
just like Marvin's brothers was, "You steal from me, you die."
steal from me, you die.
That was his catchphrase.
They can't even find like a fun way to make it sound cool. It's
It was- you know what?
running ain't living, and
You know what?
whoever steals from me dies. And those are the two
You know
lines
what?
in the movie.
You know what it feels like? There's like some people are very good at storytelling, and they can tell you a deep story subtly. You recognize it sometimes even subconsciously.
Yeah.
This is very not that. This is very just surface level. Like the guy might have said, "Hey, I'm the bad guy."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yes.
not. It's very.
me, John Badman.
welcome to my evil lair.
Yeah, where I kick puppies.
Yeah, he's got a puppy kicking mill in the
And
back.
traffic children.
Yeah. So
I'm the bad guy.
yeah, so it's like extremely on the nose. It's not deep or subtle. It's like, okay, this
Yeah.
is the bad guy.
There's no
he
like
has
real
a scar.
motivation for him.
He has a scar across his eye. This is clearly the bad guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And every once in a while, we get a little interspersed, the dude right under Marvin's brother being like, we have to get them. We have to get them. That he's going to kill me if we don't get them. And you're like, dude, I don't even know who you are. I don't care. Please. Just shut up.
yeah.
Needless to say, before I finish the rest of the story, this is a solid first draft of a script. Solid first draft, right? You got all the pieces laid out. You got the characters and like what you want from them. It needed like 5 more passes, maybe 6, before it was good for people to memorize and put to expensive equipment. So, anyways, a couple of really subtle things later, they Marvin decides to go with Rose to try to convince her to run away again, and Rose is trying to convince Marvin to run away with her. But she's trying not to run away. She's trying to get her life back, but Marvin likes the life he has now.
Right. He's very attached to his calm, non-killing people life, helping people. And she's trying to turn him back into John Wick.
Yeah.
She's trying to activate him.
Because she likes that.
Yeah.
And also likes what he can do to help her get her life back.
Because he's very like, everybody keeps asking me if I'm back. And she's like, yes, please come back. And he's like, I don't want to.
Yeah. So, more fighting happens.
Again, very
there's
brutal.
There's a subplot
very
where
fighting.
Ashley, Marvin's assistant, and the Raven are kind of into each other.
Oh yeah, that was
then are
early on.
into each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
She gets him.
Yeah.
And nobody understands his poetry like her.
Right. Because
his
quote the Raven.
Yeah, and his poetry speaks to her soul, like every fiber of her being. And he's like, I gotta go kill Marvin. She's like, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Not to kill him. She's like,
but you can't kill him.
She's like, no, you're a good guy. You're a good person. I know because of your words.
Yeah.
Your deeds don't matter. It's your words that count.
That's the moral of the story.
And that was her catchphrase.
And all of his poems are like, I killed a man today, and I watched his blood fall from his head. It was beautiful, like a red river of blood falling from a man's head. And she's like, wow, this is deep.
Yeah.
And soaked in pain.
And blood.
And blood, yeah. So, anyways, the Raven learns where Marvin is and is like, gotta go kill him, man. And Ashley goes with, and they get to the house, and I'm not even going to talk about the people who show up.
Yeah.
The goons show up to try to kill Marvin, and the Raven decides to help him kill the goons before they go back to fighting each other. But then the Raven realizes that all he's wanted was love this whole time. And it's very beautiful and makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And then Marvin decides that what he actually wants is his psychopath girlfriend, and goes to his brother's. I don't know. It's a shop, right? It's like an eclectic shop.
It's a love that's to die for.
Yes, and is going to go confront his brother who played baseball with him, and that's what we know of their childhood.
Yeah.
Just so you know, this is about the point of the story where we learn that too. We're like in the third act. This is also, like we spoiled it. This is also when we learned the phrase, if you steal from him, you die.
You die. It's yeah. It's
like it all happens in the third act. And he goes, Rose, we can just run away. And she goes, running ain't living. And they all go to his brother's place, and she gets captured. And they're like, yeah, kill her, because she stole from me, so now she dies. That happens, actually. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's confirmed from him that that's the rule. That's great. We learned this finally.
Yeah.
And then Marvin shows up, and he goes, oh, my brother, you're back. You steal from me, you die. And then they have an epic fight scene, and yep.
Yeah, they both get really they both get really beat up.
The brother dies.
Yeah, the brother dies because of
Marvin and Rose
because
get
of
to love
Rose.
each other.
Rose shoots him because he's about to smash
I totally
his
forgot
brother in the back of the head
crazy
with it.
thing that happens after they beat his brother.
Yeah.
The KGB shows up.
Oh yeah, she was.
Steven's face right now is exactly my. Yes, I love new characters in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
because Rose was working with them the whole time to bring his brother down. It was all an operation. She wasn't actually crazy. She was actually crazy.
Crazy in love.
And then they kiss. They do. Yes, they kiss.
Yeah,
And then love hurts.
Yeah, and love hurts. And that's the movie.
Is that okay? Y'all just described like an actual movie.
Yes.
I have no idea what the plot was. What was?
Well, the plot was sometimes you can't run from your past. Running ain't living. If you steal from Marvin's brother, you die.
What was? I want to ask, what was the point?
Love hurts.
You can't run from you can't run from your past.
You can't run from love because it hurts too much. So embrace it, which is also painful.
To be with the crazy girl you want to love, sometimes you have to kill your brother.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story. Again, I think it's a solid first draft, right? You got the plot points
There's
on
a great
paper.
movie in there somewhere.
Yeah. You need to have a little more ingenuity, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole double crossing
right.
thing needs to unravel as we go, not just she knows everything and her go I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, you also skipped over the part where Marv's boss gets killed by his brother. And that also really hurt Marv.
Oh, yeah, because
Cause
Cliff is like, Marvin's like a brother to me. And his brother goes, Marvin only has one brother. And then stabs him in the eye with a boba straw.
Which is his go-to move, by the way. That's his signature.
That's his weapon of choice is a boba straw.
Once he builds up his specialty bar, and you hit the special combo, he pulls out a boba straw and stabs you in the eye with it. That's his special move.
So yeah, this movie came out. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it definitely felt like. I don't feel like the movies that are made. There's very few of them made for Valentine's Day that are actually good, and this is not one of those movies that came out and that was good on Valentine's Day. Ke Huy Quan is great, but everything else is not great.
So do you want to know something that is not going to surprise you at all? This movie was. Well, I'm verifying one piece of information before I tell you all. The one piece, if you will. Can we get much higher? So high. Okay, so basically, this movie was written by a bunch of dudes who have done a lot of like background work on other movies, but never like writing a movie.
Now is our time.
And directed by, get this, a guy who's never directed a movie but has done a lot of stunt choreography.
No way, dude.
I know, you're so surprised.
Because you know why I'm surprised?
Because the fight scenes were
great. The fight scenes were great.
And it does not reek at all of people who don't know how to write a script but know how to do a fight scene.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on this like super hard because it's not like unwatchably bad. It's just boring. For a movie that has really good fight scenes, that's kind of bad.
Because sometimes a movie's great and you can forgive plot holes and or lack of plot or lack of good plot or
Yeah.
dialogue. Like, I hate to say this because I love the movie so much, but this is an example of a movie that passes because it's so funny and good.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like
no, I'd
the
give
plot's
you that.
not great, but it's still such an
It's so
enjoyable
fun.
movie. It's so funny and it's so like fan servicey in the right ways. Like it's a great movie, and I won't hear anything otherwise. If you
I
want to
thought you were
say,
going to say Game Night.
no, because Game Night is just purely good in all the ways. It was written, directed,
Night-
and acted very well.
Game Night's story is significantly better than this movie's.
Yes,
And
by
I will
a
give you
long
that.
shot.
Yeah.
I will hear nothing bad about that movie.
Yeah.
But if you were to talk to me about Deadpool, and say, well, the plot was a little weak, I'm like, yeah, but whatever.
Right.
But this movie, it's not good enough
He
in the
has
other
risen,
areas.
baby girl.
Yeah, it's not good enough in the other areas to like forgive the plot or lack of thereof. Cohesiveness,
Yeah.
Russians at the end, like
The Russians.
surprise Russians.
Nobody expects the Russian Inquisition.
Yeah. So it's hard to forgive that. But
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
like I said, it's not. I mean, you watch the movie and you go, "Wow, this guy's a first-time director. That's crazy."
that's not a fun fact. That's just a
Can,
fact.
can I ask you? Can I ask you a question?
No.
Okay.
You can ask it to Steven if you'd like.
And that's the show, guys.
Steve-
Thanks for watching.
Steven, can you ask Jarvis what had a better plot? And this is an honest question, not me being funny. What had a better story, like an actual better story? This movie, or We Don't Have an Ending?
Okay. Okay, Jarvis. What had a better story? This or We Don't Have an Ending?
You know what? To be completely honest with you, I think your movie's plot was better.
Thank you.
Like,
But everything,
honest.
all the other technical parts of
because it made
of
sense.
Love Hurts is miles ahead of where We Don't Have an Ending is.
Well, they also have millions of dollars.
But which one would you rather watch? I know the answer. You like Kikwan.
Oh, I do love him so much. He's so sweet.
So what you need?
That man deserves all the jobs in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
I should honestly reshoot my movie
Yeah,
and just
you
have
should-
him in it.
You need to remake the movie with him in it.
He just you need it. Yes,
I get
You just-
Kendall and Greg back.
you need to
And
put.
Kikwan's just me.
No. Key Kwan needs to play all the
Oh,
parts.
yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, he does at one point.
in your movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to
You
do that,
remember
but
that
for the
part?
whole movie.
This
For
is
the
my
whole
dad's
movie.
favorite. He laughed so hard the whole theater got embarrassed. You trying to remember?
Yes.
It's the part. Spoilers for my own movie. It's the part where Greg and Kendall are gone, and I go, "Oh, how am I going to finish it? Play all three parts?" And then I play all three parts.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch the movie. It's been.
It's actually, unironically, all right.
I haven't seen it.
It's an all right.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it since it
Which,
premiered.
if we get to 250 subscribers by Jarvis's birthday, we will review that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good.
Dude, we've still yet to hit a single like goal of like double digits.
Yeah.
So get on that, guys.
10 likes, and I'll share a picture of Jarvis's butt on the internet somewhere. You'll have to find it.
I'm about to create 50 accounts.
So, arbitrary rating. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? You did last time. You went first last time.
Man, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say don't watch
I have one reason to watch it, and it's Kikwan.
Kikwan. I would, you know what, I
Kikwan.
would say when it comes out on streaming, you can watch it, but I don't think I would revisit this one. So
No,
I mean, to be honest with
I
you,
don't either.
as much as I love Kikwan and want him to have just all the flowers, I just
The fact that I
Watch something
remembered
else.
every part of this movie is kind of impressive.
yes, I'm very impressed. Because
It's-
you remember more of this movie than a movie you just watched in like a couple hours ago.
Oh my god, that's so true though. Oh yeah.
And Love Hurts you watched like a week ago.
Yeah, it's true. Well, one of them spoke to me, you know.
Yeah, and it said if you steal from me, you die.
Running ain't living. She said it like that
You can
every
take-
time too. It
bro,
wasn't running ain't living. It
if
was
we-
running ain't living.
Bro, if we do someday have merch, we need to put that on a shirt too.
What, running ain't living, or you steal from me, you die.
No, running ain't living, and
Running
then
ain't living. Is
and then
pretty good.
and then the other one will be we stay try living.
we stay try live. Oh, perfect. That's
We
like a
got it,
double
guys.
whammy.
Yeah, if you guys want merch from us, put it in the comments
If you would buy merch from us, put it in the comments.
and put 20 likes on this video.
one for each
View.
hurt.
We'll probably
that
get that.
loves.
We'll probably get that many views on it. So
So my rating is watch it for Kikwan. And
I can
as,
I can co-sign on that.
and as the connoisseur of bad movies, which I do believe the Metacritic score speaks for itself. It's a 34 out of 100.
You know what? It's better than Joker 2.
Ooh, yeah. There's a lot more entertainment value in this one than there was in Joker 2. Joker 2 is just fucking weird.
It was so bad.
Hey, what do you get when you got a washed up dude who betrayed everyone that loves him and a psychopath? And then he dies. That's how Joker 2 ends.
although you do get a similar feeling to
That guy ran
Joaquin
up
Phoenix
to him.
character.
That guy ran up
As
to him
you
and said,
do.
running ain't living. Just stabbed him.
Yeah, that's kind of but we're Arthur Fleck at the end of
Yeah,
this
we
and
are.
Love Hurts.
We're like, oh, the KGB, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense. No, that was telegraphed a mile away. Absolutely. My bad for not picking up on it sooner.
It's
yeah.
called subverting expectations.
It's called Shut Up, dude.
Subvert this. No, good. You did it too late.
Mr. Undulation.
Y'all are just jealous because of my skills.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Oh
I don't
no,
like this. Anyways,
I'm so uncomfortable now.
hope your love is everything you dreamed it'd be and more.
Guys, thanks for watching, and that's the catchphrase.
You know the rules. You steal from me, you die.
Also, Love Hurts. Bye.
Steven, can you give me a runnin' ain't living?
How did she say it?
Runnin' ain't living.
Running ain't living.
That's good.
Perfect.
It's like we're there.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks. This is the end.
How do I stop?
Sup? You know, you'd look cooler if you'd subscribed.
Your dad wouldn't be so disappointed in you if you subscribed.
Your friends would do it. Aren't you like them? Don't you want to be like your friends? Your friends would do it. Nah, you're too much of a wimp anyway.
Yeah,
You could watch a couple other videos though, if you were cool.
Yeah, you won't though. Should.